You're watching the Gardens and Graveyards channel. My name is Charisma, and Spencer and I are here. We're going to do a project that we've never done before.
Okay.
But I'm excited about it. I've been putting it off for a year, a solid year, and it's time because essentially this project is for our lavender plants. And we have 6 lavender plants that are in 1-gallon containers. At least half of them have been in containers for
a
solid year, and a couple of them we bought this year. We lost one this summer because they should have been in a better container. So it's time. Lavender in our area rots really easy. So we can't leave it in plastic pots, and we can't put it in the ground. So we either need to put them in terracotta or cement. I love the look of a cement urn or a cement container, but they're very expensive. A container this size is $150. A container this size, we're looking at $300, and then it goes up from there. So we're gonna get creative and make our own cement containers for $10, $15
Yeah,
for all 6 of them. So hopefully it works. I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos and read a bunch of blogs, and I took some pieces from all of them to create the best choices for myself. So we have a container, and I chose a bunch of different sizes and shapes so that I could have a fun kind of collection going on. These are just old containers we had laying around. They're really faded, they're dirty. We washed them out so that, you know, there's not like dirt caked in there or anything. But it should be fine. You can use PVC pipe or whatever you got on hand. A lid of like shampoo bottle or something would probably work. We have some black hose that we used in a project recently. What we're going to do is we're going to tape this to the bottom of this container, and that's going to create our drainage hole. Now this container already has a big drainage hole off to the side. I don't want it on the side, so I'm going to tape over this drainage hole so the cement doesn't come out of it. Like so. This, you don't want the cement to go down inside of the hole. So if you had a cap and there was a top, you wouldn't have to worry about that. But I'm going to put the tape over the top and then down the sides, and then we're going to just tape it on the inside. Like that, if you could see it, shadowy. We'll show some close-ups as we go along. Then the next thing we're gonna do is coat the inside with some sort of oil. So motor oil, cooking oil, whatever you got. Motor oil is clearly a cheaper product. But if you're worried about chemicals on your hands and all that, maybe you want to go with olive oil.
Yeah, way cheaper than olive oil. You want to put that on? I know you're going to pour it in there.
Alright, so then I'm just gonna roll it around in there and get it good and coated. Should have like Okay. Need a little bit more over on this side. Not too much, that's enough. Thank you.
I'm getting it in my hands and
Alright,
now
so now we're going to mix the cement. Want it to be the consistency of yogurt or pudding or applesauce. That's what they said. Right.
Bottom first.
So then we're gonna just fill the bottom. Next time.
Yeah.
So then we want to make sure that there's not air bubbles. So there are bubbles. Okay, so then we put oil on the outside of this container, which we're going to set
In there.
in the middle of this container on top of that base, and then we're going to
I can hold that.
pack the cement around in here so that it stabilizes the cement. You want to put that on there?
Yeah. She's awesome. That's why you're watching her. You say, yes. Hey.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
It's going to step. Part 2 tomorrow.
Huh?
Part 2 tomorrow.
So we put this cement paver on top of it to hold the middle container in, so does it slowly float to the top? That's what we did. Put a little bit of water in there and mix it. Yeah. Well, let's just try one more. It's the same thing. set those to the side for a couple of days, let the cement dry, and we did not use Quikrete for these two. We will try that for the next ones. We'll try both ways. We just had a bucket full of the regular cement and open, so figured we'd use that before we broke into the bags of Quikrete. And we kind of wanted to see how this sets up, what success and fails that we encountered before we try another vessel, a different shape, and all that kind of stuff. So we'll keep bringing you along on the journey, and we'll give you updates and let you know how they turned out.
Yeah. Let's go.
The problem is there's so much on the bottom.
Yeah, on that and that one, yeah.
That one we probably won't be able to.
Me? There you go.
Because it came up through here, so it's like. See if this helps, I don't know.
There you go.
Well, this one comes out. And it's still drying, so we're gonna leave it.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah. Okay, look at that.
This one.
Look how nice. You may have to cut that, huh?
Maybe. It's cracking anyway.
It shouldn't be this. There it goes.
Ta-da!
Yay! Great fun.
Cool. Yeah, we'll just let it keep drying.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, so it's been 2 days and we took the middle inserts out yesterday, and they needed a little work, but they came out. So now I'm going to attempt to take the outer container off. Oh, that was extremely easy. Let's hope this one is too. Woohoo! Alright, so there's tape on the bottom from where the drainage hole thing was supposed to be. And there's tape there. So what we're gonna do is, it's still a little bit moist, so I'm gonna use my drill and just pop the holes into the container. All right, so let's see how this works. This one has a little tiny hole, just not big enough for drainage. made the bottom of this one too thick. Okay. Alright, so what I learned from this is when I put the inner container inside, I want to, well, this isn't the right one. I want to put tape around here and keep it level and the pressure down, because what happened is I would put cement into the sides and it would slough down to the bottom, and it would raise this middle one and make the bottom portion really, really thick. So that was lesson number 1. Lesson number 2 is the pieces that we were using, the little pipes that we were using to attach to the bottom and create a drainage hole. I want them to be way bigger, like 5 inches, like, I don't know. And we'll put a drainage, we'll drill a hole in both containers to accommodate it and put it all the way up through it, so that for sure there's a good sized drainage hole, instead of having to mess with drilling it. These are still a little bit wet, so I was able to drill through just fine, but it was also making it kind of crumbly, which isn't ideal. I could have just cracked the whole thing open and lost the form. The edges are a little bit rough, so I did read that I could take some sandpaper and sort of, you know, just make them a little nicer. Take something like this, just even it out a little bit so that it looks a little nicer. It's certainly an art form that I need to kind of hone. For us, it's certainly not about perfection. I really just wanted the different heights and different shapes. So I'm really happy with that. I mean, a container this size and this with this kind of weight would cost a lot more than the, you know, $3 or $4 it cost me to make this. Because it's a small container and lavender wants to dry out so much, the soil is really light in it. And so I needed a heavy container so that they didn't tip over and break in the wintertime. So, yeah, overall, pretty good. I'm just chatting. So we'll make 4 more of these of different various shapes and sizes to use.
Cool.
Just sitting right in front of
Okay.
For our lavender project, but we probably won't share the making of the product. Again, this isn't supposed to be a DIY tutorial. This is just a DIY, can I do it? And share the journey with you. And but we will bring you along when we plant them up with our lavenders and place them out in the garden. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were inspired to try something you've never tried before, and I hope you're celebrating your life. We will see you in the next video. Bye.